Welcome to the Jesus Path Come Be Rescued podcast by Peggy Fink. It's 3 weeks before Christmas, before the celebration of the birth of Jesus. We're going to look at a couple of journeys that Mary and Joseph took before Jesus was born. Most of us know the story of Mary and how Jesus was born in a manger. But let's go to Mary's ending response when the angel appeared to her. Mary responded, "I am the Lord's servant. May everything you have said about me come true." We don't know the tone of that response, but to me it sounds positive, like a young woman learning she's pregnant. She's expecting with excitement, like, "Wow, Lord, I'm willing. May your will be done." Then Mary has her journey to see Elizabeth and Zachariah, who were the parents of John the Baptist. Then months go by, and we come to Mary's next journey. This is happening a few weeks before Jesus' birth. Luke 2 gives us details on the adventure of Mary and Joseph before Jesus was born. At that time, the Roman Emperor Augustus decreed that a census should be taken throughout the Roman Empire. All returned to their own ancestral town to register for the census. Joseph was a descendant of King David. He had to go to Bethlehem in Judea, David's ancient home. He traveled there from the village of Nazareth in Galilee. He took with him Mary, to whom he was engaged, who was now expecting a child. This is a government reason for Joseph when he needed to go to Bethlehem. Joseph didn't have the luxury of booking everything so their trip would be a dream vacation. Even in the movies, we often see Mary riding on a donkey, but nowhere in the Bible are we actually told that. We do know that the distance from Nazareth to Bethlehem is about 80 miles, and walking could take almost a week. Do you think Mary knew that that would happen when she was first told that she was going to be pregnant, and she said, "May everything you have said about me come true," with excitement? Most of us are planning for Christmas. We may be expecting family and friends to come to our home. Maybe we're traveling to family and friends. We expect that all will go well. We have prepared our travel plans by car or plane. We expect to stay at someone's home or maybe a hotel or an Airbnb. But you've made plans. Thank goodness for internet travel agents or however you book your trip. But let's think, how far have you actually walked in a week? Their trip was about walking, not taking that car. Oh, and while you're walking, add being pregnant to that scenario. That would be a difficult journey. So there go Mary and Joseph, and they show up in Bethlehem. Now, there are lots of opinions on their lodging, but the Bible tells us, "And while they were there, the time came for her baby to be born. She gave birth to her firstborn son. She wrapped him in snugly in strips of cloth and laid him in a manger, because there was no lodging available for them." There was no Airbnb for them to go to. In all likelihood, from what I've read and having visited Israel, it could have been on the bottom floor of a family member's house. Tradition over there says that animals were kept on the ground floor of homes. Another point that has been researched is that there was not a lot of wood in the area, so the manger was actually probably carved out of stone, not the wooden manger in all of the nativity sets. Excitement and difficulty were part of Mary and Joseph's journey. As we journey through our own lives, how many times have we been excited about something happening, and then the difficulty part shows up? The struggle, the flight delays, the hotel reservation denied. Maybe we aren't talking about an actual trip. Maybe it's a job or promotion denied. A health issue comes up. Maybe a relationship that's falling apart. In Matthew 2, we find Mary and Joseph on another journey. They had to scurry out of the country and flee to Egypt. This is God's intervention from a king who was killing all the boys in and around Bethlehem, based on the report that a ruler had been born. Again, excitement that Jesus had been born, and difficulty that their journey was interrupted or detoured. How many times do we find this happening in our lives? In Jeremiah 29, we have God's promise, though. For I know the plans I have for you. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. If you look for me wholeheartedly, you will find me. Mary and Joseph had both been visited by a messenger from God. We should probably believe that they continued to look for God in all their circumstances and accepted his messages each time they were told to journey somewhere. So, our Proverbs 3:5-6, where we are told, trust in the Lord with all your heart, do not depend on your own understanding, seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take. That verse certainly gives us the words to seek God and trust God, whether our journey is exciting or difficult. So blessings as you journey in this season of celebrating Jesus' birth.